Home Instead's tagline is, to us, it's personal. And providing care for someone going into somebody's house is definitely a very personal thing. Many people that would benefit from our services are hesitant to even investigate the possibility of using a company like us because they just aren't comfortable with the idea of bringing somebody into their house. So there are a number of criteria that I would put out that would be helpful to be looking at if you are evaluating home care and trying to determine the service that's best. But a primary one is just being comfortable with the company and or the people that you're working with within the business. And there really should be a high trust factor that's there where you feel very comfortable with both the staff that's coming in to provide the services as well as the administrative people at the company that are helping to facilitate those things. A couple of specific points would be our company, Home Instead, is licensed by the Department of Health, and in Pennsylvania that's now required by home care companies, so a state license is one critical component to ask about. Companies, in my perspective, are best suited if they are actually an employer, which may be called also an agency as opposed to a registry. So that means that the people coming out are going to be employees of Home Instead or the provider that's being used. And as such, they again are going to be covered by insurances for liability. They're going to be bonded. Their payroll taxes are going to be paid by the company and not come back to the client potentially. So there's a number of different safety measures that can be taken just in that regard. We also are going to train all of our employees and have ongoing training for them. And if an employee is not able to get to a shift, we're going to be able to make sure that that shift gets filled, that there's someone else that can be there to cover it. To that point, we have an automated system called Sandtrax that we use that will notify us if a caregiver does not arrive to a shift within 10 minutes of the start time. So for a family member that may be out of the area or out of state, there's a safety assurance piece there that their loved one is getting the care that they're contracting for. Another question to ask of a company is about a contract, and do they have one, which is required by Department of Health. And also if there's any sort of ongoing requirements in terms of commitment for services. With Home Instead, you can contract for a single visit. There's no ongoing commitment financially for a period of time or for a certain dollar amount to provide services ongoing. It's really based on the customer's needs, and can be canceled any time or is always up for discussion.